Hey, it's Game Hydro with another video about Kingshot for you. Today we're going to go over a tier list of all the heroes in the game. And there's not many heroes overall, so we're going to go over all of them. Dear God, these kids are loud. Number one, there's not many heroes. I'm taking my kids to the park while I'm shooting this video. Sorry for the background noise. For anybody that wants to, roast me in the comments like a couple of you have. Come on, guys. I got kids. Anyway, we got a tier list of all these heroes. We're going to go over all of them because there's not many of them and because the rarity is maybe slightly less important in this game than it is in some other games due to how many different upgrade and ascension levels there are. So, but the fact remains, we're going to go with the assumption that somebody is fully upgraded. Here we got Jabel, something like that. So she is a balanced type. Most heroes that we've seen in this game are either tank or slightly leaning tank, but she is perfectly balanced. As all things should be, they say in Star Wars. Attack and defense are the same. And skill-wise, so her gallant throw throws a spear that pierces through defenses. That's pretty nice for a little splash damage. Brave the Storm, dealing 210% damage to the target. Persistence. Adversity ignites endless potential, increasing attack speed by 60% when health is below 50%. All right, little look behind the curtain. I'm taking my 3-year-old to the park. When I'm shooting videos, he really likes to get close to me and get loud. So that's what that is. Anyways, rally flag. Red armor's like a banner, granting all troops a 20% chance of stunning for a turn. Hero's domain. Fearless Knight grants all troops attack a 50% chance of increasing damage dealt by 50%. That's a lot of 50s. Angry Jabel increases damage for all troops by 25% at the max. Alright, I like the boost for all attacks. I like the special attacks and the pretty decent amount of damages they do. I'm going to give Jabel an A- tier. Alright. Next up, Olive. We're going to look at her max stats. She is surprisingly slightly more tank leaning. I only say surprisingly because normally in video games they have when you got a character that shoots arrows, especially a female character, they tend to give them strong attack and really weak defense. So kind of, a little progressive over here. I like it. All right. So I gave that last one A-. She has only 2 skills. Rain of Arrows, max effect, 252 area damage. Raises damage by 30% on one target for that one attack. All right, that's a downgrade from the previous one for sure. I'm going to give her a B tier. And I'm going to move Jabel and her 6 skills up to A+, because that's pretty legit. Quinn. All right, what do we know about Quinn? Attack and defense, pretty good. Slightly defense leaning. 5 total skills. Health is low. So headshot level 5. Upgraded crossbow deals attack 560%. 560%. That's a lot of damage compared to the recent ones. So I'm learning that by skills, sometimes that's what makes a DPS type versus the tank type. Quick shot, attack speed 30, damage dealt by 30, reduces damage taken by 20, that's legit. Grants friendly troops 50% chance of dealing 50% more damage. I'm going to give him an A- because his health is low, but he's a great shooter from the back with this insane crossbow attack. Seth. Let's check out what Homeboy's got working with. Health is super high. Dear God, did my voice squeak? Defense is super low. I mean, attack is super low. Defense is pretty high, especially for a rare. And amazingly, we got 4 skills. 280% damage. Upgrades his armor to reduce damage by 30%. And this is town stuff, so we can ignore that. But I'm going to give this guy a B+, because for a rare, he's an excellent, excellent tank. Like, really, really good. And that attack, even though his attack is weak, that skill attack is nothing to slouch at. Next up, we got Howard and his sky-high health. Pretty good attack, pretty low defense. What do we got? Shield strike, 1 enemy, 280%. Wait. Area of effect damage. That's even better. Okay. You got my curiosity, now you got my attention. Joint defense. Howard leads the effort to fortify defenses. 15% increase for all heroes. Reducing damage taken for Howard by 30. Howard guards troops with his shield, reducing it by 20%. Howard's intimidating presence reduces attack by 20% for all enemy troops. So he is a tank type with very strong tank tendencies who can protect pretty much everybody. And he's strong enough that you could probably put him in with a whole army of DPS types. I'm going to give him A-. Next up, Edwin. Maximum stats on this guy is going to be... Come on. Where are we at? There we are. High defense, mid health, mid attack. Looks like he uses explosives. 196% AoE. 20% chance of stun. Town quarries output by 25. Okay. So, battle-wise, though, give him a B-. Amadeus. Alright. Max level and stars. His health is absurdly high. Looks like he may be a more tanky type. But his attack's pretty good, too. And let's see what we got for skills. Combo slash. Each slash deals 224. Dear God. Swordsmanship. 23% damage to foes in the front with each sword slash. Onslaught and attack by 48 when health is less than half. Damage dealt 25% for all. Attack 25% for all. Attack 20%. Or excuse me, a chance of stunning enemies for 1 turn. Alright, so Amadeus is a crazily good attacker. I'm going S- tier for this guy. Because he's also a crazy good tank. Make it make sense. Next up, we got Helga. And you can see everybody has different initial power. Here, Helga has low attack for an SSR. Very good health. Her powers, Antler Assault 224 AoE. Stunning for 1 second. 100% chance of stun. Alright. 210% damage. 10% chance of increasing attack by 12% for just 3 seconds. Who cares? Entangle. Friendly attacks. 20% chance of a stun for a turn. 25% attack up. Increasing damage dealt by 25%. Alright, so she's kind of like a worse version of Amadeus. So I'm going to give her a B+ because her stats are high and her health is high. Next up, Saul. This dude firing mortars over here. His hero attack is epically high. His health is extraordinarily low for a SSR, but who cares as long as you got the tanks that can protect him. Multiple hits, 75% damage each, stunning the target for 2 seconds. Final prayer, when health is below 50, defense goes up by 150. Okay. That defense one actually almost makes up for the low health. Almost. Increases attack speed by 30. Efficient construction management. Building upgrade by 15. Reduces building upgrade cost by 15. Whatever. Positional battler. Masterfully manipulates the battlefield, increasing damage dealt by 25%. So, for battle alone, I'm giving him a B+, bordering on A-. But for all, for everything taken into account, I'm giving this guy an S+++, because he speeds up construction and decreases the cost, and construction's half the game. So, of course you're going to want that. All right, how many people are we missing? Okay, we got 4 left. Number 1, Diana. She is very slightly leaning defense, but her health is not that high. Incendiary shot dealing 290 to the target and 98% to nearby enemies. Can't argue with that. Sharpshooter, attack speed by 30, crit rate by 20. Reduce governor stamina cost by 20%. That's actually legit, especially if you're a hardcore fighter. Increases march speed by 100%. Wow. Okay, so if you're a very active raider of other players and of PvE enemy battles out there, then you absolutely want Diana in your party, and she's an S+. Battle-wise, I'm going to give her a B. B tier. Chenko. What do we know about Chenko? Pretty good health. Defense good. Attack, not that. I mean, decent for an SR. 1776. Is she merkin? All right. Burst fire unleashes rapid barrage, dealing 75% damage to enemies in front every half a second for 2 seconds. So, 4 attacks, that's 300% total. That's really good for an SR. Chenko upgrades her armor, increasing defense by 70. Upgraded weapon boosts attack by 24. Advanced weaponry increases damage by 25 for all troops. Enhances troop armor with a keen engineering eye, reducing damage taken by 20%. So most of what she got is an attack boost, and her attack is pretty good, and her attack skill, the burst fire, is super strong. B+ to A-, somewhere in between that. Next we got Gordon and his pizza hat. All right, pizza sombrero. That's an interesting character over here. I like him, though. 1776 again for both. Oh, look, a healer. Finally a healer. Prepares a lavish feast, restoring health by attack. 280% for all troops. 7% higher attack for 4 seconds. All right. Culinary chaos. Gordon's life in a chaotic kitchen reduces his damage taken by 30%. I feel like this is probably also true for Gordon Ramsay. You donkey! Emergency snack. Gordon's regular snacking restores health equal to attack 70% every 5 seconds. All right, every 5 seconds, that's pretty damn good. Invigorate troops, increasing health 25%. Beyond delicious meals, Gordon's trash talk increases attack by 25% for all troops. All right. So, this dude is basically a large Gordon Ramsay with hair a little bit similar to Mario Batali. No weird orange Crocs, though. And he likes to wear a pizza as a sombrero, which I may take up that fashion sense. I'm giving him, you know what, screw it, he's S-. He's the only game in town when it comes to healing. I may upgrade him to S if I don't find any more healers. Alright, hero attack, defense, health. Axe pirouette damages 660% total. That is a ridiculous amount of damage. So 110% per half a second for 3 seconds. Sharpened Axe deals 30% more. And then he's got his Lumberjack stuff. So his attack's fairly low, but it's mitigated by that ridiculous primary skill. I'm going to go, and his health is really good for a rare. I'm going to go A-. All right, now we're back at the beginning. That's all the heroes. Hope you enjoyed this list. And retroactively, I'm upgrading Gordon over here to S tier. Yeah. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos that we are doing. And look out for more heroes. If a significant amount get added to the game, then we'll do an updated version of this. All right, have a good one.